Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to have some understanding about the decision tree algorithm. So we will discuss three things in this video. That is, first is what is decision tree, how it works, and the last one is terminologies which is related to the decision tree algorithm. So now let's get started. So first of all, what is decision tree? Decision tree is a supervised algorithm that is used for the classification and the regression problem, means it uses for the prediction and forming clusters. Classification problem, as I told you in the previous video, classification, we have to classify our data set into separate different clusters, and every cluster have similar type of values. Suppose we have a data set which is related to the different shapes, geometrical shape like a circle, a square, straight line, etc, and we have to classify our model like this, that we have at last we have a separate clusters, like one cluster is also only having the circles, one clusters at last only having the square, and one cluster is only having the straight line. And this is the classification problem. And what is the regression? Regression is nothing but the predicting a value of a variable that is depend on the another variable, or we can say another feature. Like suppose we have two variables x and y, where y is the salary and x is the experience in year. So we have to predict the what salary will be according to the experience in years. So this is all about the regression problem. So as we know, modeling of a machine learning model involves so many steps, like collecting of data, pre-processing on that data, model training, where we use train and test technique for splitting our data into the some ratio, means one data is used for the testing and another is used for the training. So this is all about the training, model training. The more amount of data we will give in the training phase, the more accurate we will be in the result. Okay, so this is all about the decision tree algorithm. Now see the algorithm for the decision tree. There are so many approaches for the decision tree algorithm, but ID3 is one of the most common decision tree algorithm. ID3 stands for the iterative dichotomizer, means dividing a thing into two completely different opposite things. Algorithm iteratively divides attribute into two groups, and we select that group for the further splitting process that has least numbers of entropy, or we can say the highest number of information gain. We can also select by get the maximum amount which is equals to the information gain minus entropy. So this is all about the selecting, how to select an attribute that is going to be further divided, or we can say further splitting. Okay, so this is the algorithm for the decision tree. Now go for the terminology that is related to the decision tree. Basically there are 3, 4 and 5 terminologies are there, that is root node, parent node, child node, splitting, branch, and the leaf nodes. We can say decision nodes is also there. Decision nodes are nothing but the node that is responsible, or we can that is responsible for the further splitting, we can say for the decision. Okay, so here the example, here we have a data set of the person. Some of them are the employed person, some of them are the unemployed person. We want to predict whether any person known will be rejected or approved. Okay, so we have to start, we take our whole data set and split our data set into two parts, one for the employed person and another for the unemployed person. So this is our data set, employee. If the person is employed, then it will go for the yes, and if the person is not employed, we can say unemployed, and it is go for the no. Okay, so if the person is employed, then we will check their income. Okay, so this is the whole data set D, and now we are dividing our data set D1, that D1, that data set, that person is unemployed, and D2 are those person who is employed. If the person is employed, then we will check the income of that person. So, okay, if the income is high, then we will simply approve their loan. If the income is low, then we will reject their loan. Same for the credit. If the person is unemployed, then we will check their credit scores. If the credit score is high, then we will approve the loan, otherwise we will deny. Okay, so this is all about the working of our decision tree algorithm. And for the terminologies, employee is the highest node of our tree, so this is the This is the root node of our tree, okay, and it is also works as a parent node for the credit score and income. Credit score and income are the child node of the employee, but credit score is the parent for the approved and the reject, and income is also parent node for the approved and reject. And here approved and reject are the leaf nodes on both sides, okay. And what is the decision node? Actually, decision node are nothing but the node that is further splitting, or we can further provide any decision. So here credit score and the income are the two decision node, as it is responsible for the whether the loan is approved or reject. So credit scores and income are the decision node for this tree. And one other terminologies are there, that is subtree or branch. Okay, so income approved reject, or we can say credit score approved reject, it work as a subtree are nothing but a tree which is inside a complete tree. We can say inside a tree which is satisfy all the requirement of being a tree. Suppose there is a, now I am checking whether this subtree is satisfy all the requirement. Yes, I will checking income. This is the root node for this subtree, this is the child, this is the parent, and these two arrows shows a splitting. So yes, this is a subtree, or we can say branch of this whole node. So this is all about the terminologies and the working of a decision tree algorithm. So this will be discussed. So formula, how we'll calculate the information gain and entropy. So this is the formula for the information gain, and this is the entropy, and here the terminologies that are used for in the formula, that is P is nothing but the positive outcomes, N is the negative outcomes, Q is the probability for not happening anything, that is 1 minus P, P is the probability for happening something, and P plus N the total number of observation, or we can say total number of outcomes, okay. So this is all about the decision tree algorithm. So if you have any doubt, just drop a comment, and if you want the whole documentation of this algorithm, just check the description, I will provide a link. So thank you for watching this video.